Angkor, capital city also known as Yasoharabura, was the capital city of the Khmer Empire. Angkor, the city and the empire flourished from approximately the 9th to the 15th centuries. The city housed the Angkor Wat, one of Cambodia's most popular tourist attractions. The name Angkor is derived from Nokor, a Khmer word meaning kingdom, which in turn derived from Sanskrit Nagara, meaning city. The Angkorian period began in AD 802, when the Khmer Hindu monarch Jayavarman II declared himself a universal monarch and god king, and lasted until the late 14th century, first falling under Ayutthaya Surete in 1351. A Khmer rebellion against Siamese authority resulted in the 1431 sacking of Angkor by Ayutthaya, causing its population to migrate south to Longvek. The ruins of Angkor are located amid forests and farmland north of the Great Lake, Tonle Sap, and south of the Kulin Hills, near modern-day Siem Reap city in Siem Reap province. The temples of the Angkor area number over 1,000, ranging in scale from 23 piles of brick rubble scattered through rice fields to the Angkor Wat, said to be the world's largest single religious monument. Many of the temples at Angkor have been restored, and together they comprise the most significant site of Khmer architecture. Visitors approach millions annually, and the entire expanse, including Angkor Wat and Angkor Thom, is collectively protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The popularity of the site among tourists presents multiple challenges to the preservation of the ruins. In year 2007, an international team of researchers using satellite photographs and other modern techniques concluded that Angkor had been the largest pre-industrial city in the world, with an elaborate infrastructure system connecting an urban sprawl of at least 1,000 square kilometers to the well-known temple at its core. Angkor is considered to be a hydraulic city because it had a complicated water management network, which was used for systematically stabilizing, storing, and dispersing water throughout the area. This network is believed to have been used for irrigation in order to offset the unpredictable monsoon season and to also support the increase in population. Although the size of its population remains a topic of research and debate, newly identified agricultural systems in the Angkor area may have supported between 750,000 and 1 million people. The Angkorian period may have begun shortly after 880, when the Khmer king Jayavarman II announced the independence of Kampuchea Desa, Cambodia from Java, according to Stockholm's inscription. Circa 781 in Trapura was the first capital of Jayavarman II, located in Bantiek Prenokor, near today's Kampong Cham. After he eventually returned to his home, the former kingdom of Changla, he quickly built up his influence, conquered a series of competing kings, and in 790 became king of the kingdom called Kampuja by the Khmer. He then moved his court northwest to Mahendrapavata in present-day Kulin Mountains, far inland north from the Great Lake of Tonle Sap. He also established the city of Hariharalaya, now known as Rulos, at the northern end of Tonle Sap. Through a program of military campaigns, alliance, marriages, land grants, he achieved a unification of the country bordered by China to the north, Jamba, now central Vietnam, to the east, the ocean to the south, and a place identified a stone inscription as the land of Catamans and Mongols to the west. In year 802, Jayavarman articulated his new status by declaring himself universal monarch Chakravartin, and in a move that was to be imitated by his successor that linked him to the cult of Shiva, taking on epithet of God King Devaraja. Before Jayavarman, Cambodia had consisted of a number of politically independent principalities collectively known to the Chinese by the names Funan and Zhengla. In year 889, Yashovarman acceded to the throne, a great king and accomplished builder. He was celebrated by one inscription as a lion man. He tore the enemy with the claws of his grandeur. His teeth were his policy. His eyes were the Veda near the old capital of Hariharalaya. Yashovarman constructed a new city called Yashoharapura. In the tradition of his predecessor, he also constructed a massive reservoir called Baray. The significance of such reservoirs has been debated by modern scholars, some of whom have seen in them a means of irrigating rice fields, and others of whom have regarded them as religiously charged symbols of the great mythological ocean surrounding Mount Meru, the upper top of the gods. The mountain, in turn, was represented by an elaborated temple in which the god king was represented by a lingam. In accordance with this cosmic symbolism, Yashovarman built his central temple to a low hill known as Numpakang, surrounding it with a moat fed from the Baray. He also built numerous hotter Hindu temples as ashrams or retreats for ascetics. Over the next 300 years, between 900 and 1200, the Khmer Empire produced some of the world's most magnificent architectural masterpieces in the area known as Angkor. Most are concentrated in an area approximately 15 miles east to west and 5 miles north to south onto the Angkor Archaeological Park, which administer the area, includes sites as far away as Kaban Spin, about 30 miles to the north. Some 72 major temples or other buildings are found within this area, and the remains of the several hundreds additional minor temple sites are scattered throughout the landscape beyond. Because of the low density and dispersed nature of the medieval Khmer settlement pattern, Angkor lacks a formal boundary, and its extent is therefore difficult to determine. However, a specific area of at least 1,000 square kilometers beyond the major temples is defined by a complex system of infrastructure, including roads and canals that indicate a high degree of connectivity and functional integration with the urban core. In terms of spatial extent or not in terms of population. This makes it the largest urban agglomeration in recorded history prior to the Industrial Revolution, easily surpassing the nearest claim by the Mayan city of Tikal. And it's big. The city occupies an area greater than modern Paris, and its buildings use far more stone than all of the Egyptian structures combined. Angkor